Hi there, this is Bonnie. Listen, you know, one of my favorite go-tos when I'm entertaining is Savory Tart. And so today I'm going to show you how to make a tomato spinach tart using ingredients fresh from my garden. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a blind baked pie crust, and I think you might have the recipe for my famous pie crust. It's one that I rolled out, put it in the pie tin and stored it in the freezer until I was ready to pull it out. I blind baked it, and by blind baking I mean taking parchment paper, putting in the bottom of the pie crust and weighting it down with some type of pie weights. You can either use beans or you can get fancy and buy the ones that I also use. You're going to need a blind baked pie crust. You're going to need 3 eggs and a bit of cream, and so you're going to take that and add to your eggs and give it a nice whisk. Now I have about, for this size pie crust, I'm going to use 3/4 cups of cream. Now you can also use coconut milk if you are lactose intolerant. I've used that as well. Now people have asked me, what's the difference between a quiche and a tart? And it's just basically, a tart is a bit drier. You're not putting it in a lot of cream. You're not doing like a custard base, if you will. And to that you can add either dry herbs or fresh herbs. I'm going to use dry today. And you can be generous with the herbs. And also a pinch of red pepper flakes if you want a little bit of heat added to that. And you're going to need a bit of, about a ½ teaspoon of nutmeg. You're going to get that a nice whisk. Now, the thing that you want to make sure also is that you don't whip it. If you're using cream, you don't want to whip it too much because you're going to start to make butter. You don't want to do that. And to that you're going to add some fresh ground black pepper, kosher salt, about a teaspoon of kosher salt. You're going to give that a nice whisk. Now I've gone ahead, for the sake of time, and I have already sauteed off some spinach, onions, and garlic. And I have this sauteed off, and I'm now going to take this and line the bottom of my baked pie shell. Let me put my gloves on, so I'm going to use my fingers. Now you're going to take that sauteed spinach and you're going to line the bottom very nicely. It's still a little bit warm. Take my spatula and pull it out of the skillet. And you're going to take that and line the bottom of your baked pie crust. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take that custard, or the base of the eggs and cream and all of those wonderful herbs. You're going to take that and pour it over the spinach. And if you need to, you can take your spatula and just kind of work it around a little bit. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to add a bit of Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, at about a 1/3 cup. You guys will notice I'm not measuring anything because that's the way I cook. And the next thing you're going to add is some grated Gruyere. Now you're going to do about a ½ cup of that. I'm going to add that to the crust. And the very last thing you're going to add are some nice sliced tomatoes. This is going to make add that across the top of your tart. You can see this is really, really pretty. Let me move that one over just a little bit. Turn her up. Now you can also add a little bit more black pepper and salt just to the top of the tomatoes. Just a little bit, just a little sprinkle. You don't want to put too much salt in your food. Because it's not good for you. And there you have it. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to put this in the oven and bake it for about 20 to 25 minutes on 350 degrees and pop this baby out and she will be done. I'm going to come back in a little bit and let you see what it looks like.